We sure do appreciate all of our friends on Facebook, on YouTube, and all the platforms that the ministry has, as well as our good friends at Trinity Baptist Church and many of the other ministries that link with us. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your friendship. I know a lot of you are praying for our country today. We have multiple crises going on. Unbelievable wildfires and drought on the West Coast. It's almost like science fiction, the death and destruction that's taking place there. Then our southern border is open. Over 1 million people already this year have come into America. The officials down in Texas have suggested that maybe 20% of all the illegal crossings into our country this year have contracted COVID, and now they've been scattered all over the Southeast. And ladies and gentlemen, because of that crushing outbreak of COVID, we've got to reschedule the Tri-Cities Crusade. That's right. In East Tennessee and Johnson City area, even some of the elementary schools had to close today. And we've heard from many, many pastors who have multiple church members that are sick. And God knows our heart. We want revival. We want to see God move. But we don't want anyone to be sick or to take a sickness home to a loved one, a mom, a dad, or a wife, or a husband that may have an immune system that's impaired. So how are we going to handle this? Well, I've got to ask for your help today. It's Wednesday. Prayer meeting is going to be taking place, and a lot of you go to multiple churches across the Southeast. We've got people planning to come to the tent meeting from Georgia, Florida, Alabama, Virginia, Tennessee, Kentucky, North Carolina, and South Carolina. We're excited that so many of God's people are praying about revival. But we're going to have to postpone these dates. So when you're at prayer meeting tonight, or if you would text or email a friend, let them know that this coming Saturday, the 21st of August, was our planned work day on the property there in Johnson City. We're right on the Bristol Highway, the 4-lane, going from Johnson City to Bristol. And so the work day there Saturday, Brother Wade's beautiful property, he's graded it, built a fantastic barn for our children's ministry, the Sawdust Kids. But guess what? We're going to have to postpone it. So spread the word. I know people were taking off work and had changed family plans to come to work. We had a big caterer coming to serve barbecue to all the volunteers. So we're cancel that. Now, what are we going to do about the meeting? It's planned to start September the 6th, Monday night. And that's a special week for me, special week for you, because that is not only Labor Day Monday night, but come to the end of the week, guess what we have? We've got September the 11th. We've got the 20th anniversary of the attack on the trade towers in New York City. Now you look at this. Who ever dreamed that we would be planning a meeting on the 20th anniversary of the trade towers, and at the same time the American troops would be pulling out of Afghanistan and chaos and death and destruction rolling back into that country today under Islamic law. Unbelievable. So we need to pray, and we were praying for this to be a breakthrough meeting for our country, a center for revival. I'm going to ask you to help me. I'm going to ask you to pray with me, and let's join together, not giving up. We're not discouraged. Please look at my face. We're not discouraged. We are excited about serving the Lord. You say, well, doesn't it bother you? Well, absolutely. I'd rather preach as eat. My goodness. I love to go to meeting with you. But we've got to protect the immune impaired people, and we've got to help the people that are caring for sick loved ones and their family, and then our precious children. So we'll wait for this to calm down. Write this date on your calendar. Let's pray we go forward. May 16, 2022. That's a Monday night. And we'll pray about the last 2 weeks of May, and we'll hold a third week as backup. And pastors, if you can pray about that, holding those times, then we'll plan to come forward. I've already had phone calls from a couple of pastors since this morning's announcement that we would not be able to have it. Some of the elementary schools in Johnson City have already had to close because of the COVID outbreak. And we'll try to come to some of the area churches later this year and early next year. And we're excited about the coming of the Lord. Stay with us. Be our friend on Facebook. We're getting ready to walk into the belly of the beast. We've got to be in New York and Boston, and we'll be bringing you some live programming for there as we fight the wokeness and pray for